Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Live Writing Sprints. I'm Jenifer Carll-Tong. I am the Amazon bestselling author of Christian Romance. This is J.R. Darn it, I did it wrong. J.R. Nichols.
It's me. Yeah, you can call me Jamie. I write short fiction. J.R. Nichols is my pen name.
How are you doing today, Jamie?
Terrific. It was a really long break since we didn't do the podcast and we didn't have our business meeting.
Right.
I worked, but not with the intensity of a real work week. So it's very, very difficult to be here today. Because like yesterday was still part of my holiday weekend with my husband.
Right.
So it's rough. It's rough today getting back into it.
See, and I worked last week really intense. And then this week is my husband's off now, laid off for 2 weeks and getting things done. And like now my mind is in vacation mode. And I'm like, ugh. So it's hard for me to be here too, but just for different reasons, right? Yeah.
But here we are, yes.
Yes.
And we'll be very happy that we were investing in our careers.
Absolutely, 100% agree. You ready to do this first sprint?
Yes, sir.
If you are new to writing sprints with me, we do the Pomodoro method, which is 25 minutes of intense focused writing and then 5 minutes of chit chat at the end. So we're going to do 4 of these in a row, and we'll start with the first one now. So I picked out new music today. Same website, but we'll see if you guys like it.
Go.
Your face, Jamie. I'll ask you first. How did that go?
Oh, fine. I was productive. That's the whole point.
That's right.
Moving forward, one step at a time, day by
Now,
day.
are you doing business stuff or are you actually editing your book right now? Are you writing something? What's going on?
All of those questions were 20 minutes in my head over and over and over and over.
Mm,
Because from 10 to 12, I work on the book,
yes,
right?
right.
And it's almost done. And I'm going to have to decide what I do with my time once the book is done. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so I'm in a process right now of sort of figuring all of that out. And so I was looking at, the condition of some other projects that I have, which way I might want to move forward. And the news was like, blah. So that's why I had the face.
Aw. Well, so
How about
question,
you? What?
is this book a standalone or is it a series, do you think?
Right now, I only care to tell this story in this
Gotcha.
world.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. Um, First of all, good morning, Melody.
Good
So glad to have you. You're so
morning.
cheerful. You make my day, Melody. When I don't hear a little good morning from you, it just isn't the same. I was actually working on some photo editing and getting ready. We have a meeting this afternoon, and I was just kind of getting some stuff ready for that because my family wants to go to the beach today.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, so here in our little town, there is a little campground. Jamie actually knows about this campground, and they have a nice little beach. And so it's like literally just down the street. And so whenever they want to go, we're just kind of like just going, like because we
That's
can for like an
awesome.
hour or two or whatever. So they want to do that as soon as I'm done working. And so I just kind of want to have all my ducks in a row, literally off, so that we can go there. That's
How
what I'm
are the
looking.
ducks?
The ducks are adorable. They're so great. I love my chickens and my ducks. I never thought I'd be this in love with them. Like I just wanted eggs, right? And it always kind of had this like image of like how great it would be to have chickens. And usually those images are terrible, right? Like when they actually come about, you're like, ugh. But no, I love, we have some chickens that are like kind of keep to themselves. But there is a couple, one in particular that when I'm out, if I go out in the yard and it hears me talking, it comes running to me. I put my hand down on the ground and it jumps up in my hand. Like, there are some that are just so,
Aw.
like, and the ducks, like, if they're chilling out in the backyard, after a while, they just kinda, like, find shade and lay there. If they hear my voice or I walk out in the yard, and they come running to me. They don't want me touching them, but they want to be near me. It's the weirdest thing, but I love them. Is
That's
that sad?
great.
Is that sad that I love these birds so much? But
No,
they're
it's
fun.
absolutely not. What a gift they are to you.
They really are. So
Mhm.
it's a lot of fun. So we're working on our duck coop, which is going to be a duck mansion. Like it's one of those bougie. It's totally going to be a bougie type of situation. And my husband, when I was first telling him what I wanted, he's like, I just don't want you disappointed. It's not going to be like you imagine it. I mean, he's like, we can build it, but it's not going to be as good. And of course, I measure everything out. I have drawings on graph paper with all the measurements. I'm planning for, we've had these chickens for 10 weeks now. So I've been planning for 10 weeks. And as he's building it and it's coming together nicely, he's like, all right, all right. And so now he's all like proud of it and like going overboard with like making sure that everything's just perfect. And yeah, it's funny. Wait
That's
till you see
great.
it. Yeah. You're gonna probably laugh at me. It's gonna have like little um window boxes with flowers on it. And we
Aw.
repurposed, we went out, there's a salvage antique store, salvage store about 4 or 5 miles north of here. In a town called Millington. And so we found some windows up there and like, yeah, it's gonna be cute. So that's my vacation. Like we're not going anywhere. We're building a duck coop. So and
Well,
we
when you build a life that you don't feel like you have to escape from, vacation can be just a staycation, you know?
That's true. It's very true.
What
So
is Melody writing? Do we know?
Melody writes romance, contemporary romance.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. She speaks my language.
Was Piper around yesterday?
Nobody was around yesterday. And then I had some sort of snafu and I didn't even bother coming back. I was so not mentally here and I was like struggling anyway. And then my computers kind of went, bleh, and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done for
Yeah.
the day. All right, let's talk about that after this next break. Another
All right,
25
this
minutes.
one's going to be better than before.
It's going to be awesome. Write something new. That always inspires you. Want a prompt? Write about chickens and
No.
ducks. That one went by really fast for me.
Yeah.
I got a lot done though.
Do you still do meeting prep or what?
Meeting prep, and yes, this week's episode is going to have a lot of visuals, unlike normal. And so I'm kind of like putting it like trying to figure out what with what we're talking about, the different, like I kind of put in like a rough draft of a outline so that we can
Oh, goody.
go somewhere. And then as I was doing it, I'm like, well, we could use this as an example and this is an example. So I'm kind of like doing that so that when we come to the meeting, it's not so hard for us. You know what I mean? Kind of we have a
Yeah.
starting point. So anyone who's watching this, like, it's going to be a good podcast this week, and you're going to want to watch the YouTube version. It's going to be hard to listen to this, I think. It's like, look at this, like, as you're listening. So Melody says, I'm writing the last billionaire sweet romance of the series. It's a Snow White
Oh.
fairy tale retelling. Yay.
Well, I know Shell and Robin, who have been watching the chat sometimes, they're really into the fairy tale retelling. So I bet you they'll be excited to hear about that. Should bring it up on Friday when we have the podcast.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably a big audience out there for that.
Yeah, I think so.
So what are you like? Also, what project do you have on your front burner?
I'm editing too.
Oh, you're editing Sarah's,
yeah, book 4. So I'm actually gonna transition. Feel like I've got enough like for us to be able to like have a springboard for the meeting. So now I'm gonna transition over to Sarah for the next 2 sprints, and then I have newsletter chat today. So we're gonna
now. What time do you do that? Sorry.
10 a.m. We're gonna talk about how to cull the herd today. I think I'm gonna show an example of what I do for inactive people. So
yeah, it would be so nice to be like so many subscribers that you have to unsubscribe some or else.
You would think, but there's problems with having so many subscribers too. I'm going to talk about that today in newsletter chat. So, yeah. So what did you decide to work on this last sprint?
Actually, book 3 of my series that I already have the first 2 published. Yeah,
that
so
makes
that's
me happy.
Yeah, it's gonna be good because my pressure before, I was trying to make it longer, and so now that I have permission to just hack away at it, it's feeling really satisfying to get in there and butcher it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah,
it's been a long time since I felt good about this project. So
that's one of the problems I'm having with Sarah, which is the exact opposite of Phoebe's book. Book 3, I've said it over and over again, and people are probably sick of hearing it. It was a struggle, and I had too many words, and I had to cut a lot. This one, I don't feel like I have enough words, but as I'm going through and editing, I'm cutting more. So it's like, okay, like since I don't have enough, that means I'm not doing enough in something. So I still haven't come across that. I did find though, there's at least one whole chapter that I didn't even write. I thought that I wrote. It's fine. So that gives me words I can add. And so there's at least one of those. I think there might be 2. So I'm about a third of the way through. That's pretty good. This is my first, I wrote the first draft. This is like the first editing, which is a lot of more writing, and there's still going to be like some X's in there and some little bit of holes and stuff. But it tells me, as I'm doing this yesterday when I was getting really frustrated anyway, I really need to take a trip down to Meadowbrook Hall, because that's the setting for this. I mean, I don't call it Meadowbrook Hall, but that's the inspiration for the setting. And I need to look at some things because like he's supposed to be sneaking back into the house, and I can't even describe it or think of like what would be in that part of the house, and why make it up when I can just go down there and look.
Yeah, plus it's fun to go and look.
I know. I love little research trips. We had a podcast about that, and I don't think I even mentioned this house when I said that. Or maybe I did because Rhonda went with me the first time. We had fun. So, all right, here's our next one. This is your last one, right, Jamie?
My last one, yep.
All right, another 25 minutes, and then we'll chat on the end. I really should get up and move around. I have not been doing that. I'm so bad because I'm chatting during this time.
3.
I don't actually get up and walk around.
Go.
Three, two, one, done. I lost total track of time during that one. It looks like we might have lost Jamie. So, all right. Oh, nope, there she is. She's just hiding. You're muted too, sweetheart. You're hiding
My
and you're.
browser just keeps kicking my camera off. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Stretch.
Yeah, I'm about to stand up myself. What did you
Oh,
say? Did you say something about Heidi?
no, you were
What did you
hiding.
Oh, hiding. I'm back.
um, yeah, what was I going to say? I don't know.
How did it go for you? You said you lost all track of time.
I did because I was not doing what I was supposed to be doing.
What were you doing?
I was looking at pictures. I'm so excited about this week's podcast. It's gonna be so awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't get any editing done. That's my own fault. I'm getting work done. So here's the thing. I beat myself up for this kind of stuff, but I'm still furthering my career. I'm still working on my business, right? So kudos for me because I could be sleeping in, I could be out in my yard, gardening or whatever, which those are all good things too, but it's not going to further my career. This is. So
That's what this time is for. So good for you.
what about you? What'd you do?
Yeah, I was working on that book 3 manuscript. So I did what I said I would do.
Awesome.
Interesting process though, going through it. I wrote it so long ago. So it's really interesting,
So when you say interesting, like I know,
Easy.
easy.
Yeah, because I'm completely detached from it. It doesn't even feel like something I wrote. So I'm really able to just be objectively like slashing and fixing without getting mad at myself about it or arguing with myself about it. Just
That's
needs to be
awesome.
better than it is. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, that really gives like credence to what I always say about you have to walk away from it at least for 30 days. So you've walked away for a lot longer, and it's like that's interesting that it's easier because you're not emotionally attached. For me, it's always like it's not about emotional, or at least I didn't think it was. It's about the fact that I don't see the mistakes because my head thinks it says something it doesn't. But that's a really good thing about like I never thought about the emotional attachment that you have to your writing because we all do.
Nobody wants to hear they have an ugly baby.
Right. Right.
But sometimes they're spit up on the jumper, so it's time to change it.
That's true.
So put a comb, run a comb through the hair, wipe the dried oatmeal off the cheek. There's little polishes you can do to kind of get them picture ready, you know.
I'm gonna buy you a T-shirt that says "Queen of Analogies." That's totally you. It's a good analogy. It really is. So that's perfect. Yeah, no one wants to have an ugly baby.
But I
Unless,
love my baby no matter how ugly it is.
right, and it's
But if I'm
not
going to put it out there
necessarily
for other people, I got
it's
to like clean it up.
right. It's not necessarily that the baby's ugly. It's that the baby needs to be cleaned up.
Yes.
Yes, because there are plenty of days that my beautiful babies in real life needed some cleaning up. So same thing with my books. So it's a really good
All
point.
of us get halitosis. All of us, all of us have skin that needs exfoliating and things. Mhm.
That is a good point. All right, so you're out of here.
Yep.
This next sprint, I'm going to be getting ready for newsletter chat. So do you have another 30 minutes coming here in a second? So are you going to be here tomorrow morning, do you think?
That is the plan currently. So,
Awesome.
yay, I really appreciated this time for this purpose, and it might stick around this way until this project is done. We'll see. Because, like I said, it's trying to figure out the new normal
Yeah.
with the novel off the table because I've given myself permission to think about really nothing else career wise. So,
Right.
floodgates are like opening now,
Right.
So, we'll see.
I was thinking about this just the other day, how some people can they always write in the morning and always edit in the afternoon, and they have like this great schedule, which I'm kind of scheduled, but at the same time, it's like I can't do that. Like I only have certain times that I can work, and I got to figure out what works for me, and when am I going to learn marketing, and when am I going to work on that kind of stuff. And so that's really cool that you're finding like what works for you. So, all right,
Hopefully, getting there slow and sure.
yeah, we
All
all
right,
are.
one more sprint for y'all. Have a good
All
one.
right, bye, Jamie. Thanks a bunch.
Bye.
All right, everyone. 25 more minutes, and then we'll chat quickly at the end because I have to get out of here for newsletter chat. Oh, 3, 2, 1, go. Forgot to hit the timer. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All right. That's how we do it. I don't have a whole lot of time to chat because it's Tuesday and I have newsletter chat coming up here in just a minute. So if you are interested, please join me. Today we're going to be talking about inactive subscribers and how to deal with that. I'm also going to share the letter that I sent out to my inactive subscribers before booting them, basically. And we're going to talk about that as well. So if you're interested in that, please come join me. If not, I'll see you here tomorrow morning again at 8 a.m. to do this writing sprints all over again. And tomorrow I am editing for sure. No business, no photo editing, no fun stuff like that. I am going to get back down into this novel and to the nitty gritty. So, Melody says, thanks, Jen. That was helpful. Got a lot of words written. Yay. I'm really happy, Melody. I'm so happy to hear that. And I appreciate you being here and chatting because there's others that just don't chat. But I appreciate you chatting because it really keeps me motivated as well. So, all right. I hope everybody has a great day. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.